All right, guys, we are now live for another episode of the Inflation Game, where you will find out how crazy prices have gotten. With us, we have two very funny comedians, Jordan Ferber
Whoop
and
whoop.
Jose Diaz. Guys, how
Yes,
are you doing?
we are. I'm doing well.
I'm glad that that you could afford me for this.
I guess you guys are going to be expensive, right? Because you got to keep up with the
Very,
cost
it's
of
very
living.
expensive.
Yeah, I got my hair cut for this. It's hard
You
to
got
tell
your
because I'm
hair
wearing the
cut.
headphones, but I did get my hair cut today for
How
this.
much was the haircut? I hate to ask.
Well, let me see. $25.
That's it?
Listen, New York City, the prices are not extravagant the way they used to. I don't go to a salon or anything. I go to regular barber.
But how much was it?
Oh,
Bunch of
okay.
Ukrainians.
How much
They're-
was it?
It was $30.
What, $30? Well, my guy before pre-COVID was $14. During COVID was $20, and now he's $25 plus tip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
I
don't,
think my hairdresser
Well,
is
$30
like,
was pre-tip. I tipped $8 as well.
yeah, I do seven.
I
Yeah,
give a good tip.
yeah, you got to help them out a little, because they're struggling like everybody else. But I think the last time I got a haircut, it was like 40,
Well, how many
maybe?
times how often do you get your hair cut?
As little as possible. I hate getting my hair cut.
I mean, because I probably get my hair cut, I don't know, 3 times a year, 4 tops.
well, you can afford to tip them $8.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I get
People
my
that get their
haircut
haircut more?
every 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, so I got to keep it. I try and keep it short. Keep it tight.
Yeah.
You
Um,
like it like nice and short. My
Yeah.
hair used to be longer. But I remember when I first when I first was in the city doing an internship and I got totally scammed where they're like, you get a free coloring or something. And then I ended up somehow spending like $600 because I was just brainless back then. And now I know better not to believe anything to be free.
Well, I have a joke that I do about how I had to find a new place to get my hair cut because I went to this one place and I walked in and they asked me, "Do you care who cuts your hair?" And I thought, what a weird way to phrase it. Why would you ask me like that? It's such a weird way to say it. So I screwed with them a little bit. I was like, obviously, I don't care who cuts my hair. What do you think I came here for? Ha 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 ha. So obviously, they
What
didn't
were-
like that very much because look what they did to me.
But
Oh,
what were
is
they
it?
really
Wow,
gonna say?
I hate when they do that.
But what were they going to be like? Okay, Jordan, you don't care, so here's our most junior person that can screw it up for
They
you.
like to let the shampoo girl cut your hair.
No, but it's funny. I just thought it was a funny way to phrase it, and I don't know. It's also I like to do jokes about my bald spot.
But like, my hair is too thick. But
Happy I got hair.
I cry every time I lose any hair. I used to have it longer, but it's true. Some people have no hair at all. So, guys, how has inflation been treating you?
Well, I'm lucky that I live in the city, so I don't have a car, so I don't have to deal with like gas prices myself. I don't,
Sure.
and I live by myself. I'm a single dude, so I don't. There are certain things that I just don't buy or don't need, or
Yeah.
So, but yeah, obviously the price of everything has gone up.
Especially beef, right? If you want to buy a good steak or
Yeah.
something, it's just outrageous. Maybe
I'm
we'll get
actually
some
lucky.
from Argentina.
I got a family connection to a good, really good butcher actually. So I actually have really good beef that I don't pay for. So that's kind of like
You don't pay for it at all.
I got a guy for beef, which is a
And
thing
I
that
get, and I get
well,
beef from a guy.
usually guys, people that grew up in the West Village who say I got a beef guy don't mean actual steak, but that's what
I get beef. I get a lot of
I
beef.
I do have a beef guy in the West, in the meatpacking district that knows how to pack a nice steak.
There you go.
Is he packing too?
I mean, listen.
But I mean, beef was like, I don't know, it's like $15 a pound or something. I
And
mainly buy tofu.
that's chopped meat. What are you talking about? That's
I got
a
that
good
too.
steak will cost you. You go to Costco and try and get some of that beef and stuff. It'll be $22, $25 a pound.
or like
If
the
you're lucky,
Omaha
that's
steaks.
what it is. You go to like a
Yeah.
place like Citarella, it's like $35, $40 a pound for something
Yeah.
that's cheap.
That's it. But it's aged.
Right.
Damn, I don't think I don't know. I don't eat that, but you're right, Jordan, that having a car does add a ton of extra expenses. And if you have a family, as a single person, you can choose to skip meals or eat like, Fruit Loops for breakfast. But if you have kids, you got to make sure they're accounted for.
And I know which grocery stores are cheaper than the ones, the one that the Western Beef that I think it might have even changed over now. I don't know if they changed their name. I know Western Beef might have gone out of business or merged with somebody else. I know that the one in the city changed its name, but the
Yeah,
Western Beef was like, sort of like a
discount or budget. Yeah.
discount, but the one near me in Brooklyn remodeled about a couple of years ago, and it's beautiful. And so when I really need to stock up on stuff, I have my grocery cart that I will push all the way there. It's a little bit further than my local grocery store, but they have a pretty great selection, and it's just a little bit cheaper on a lot of things. And I'll take the when I have fill up my cart, and then I take the bike lane back. Don't have to worry
There you go.
about
Yeah, then you're in the way. Get out of the way.
I keep a pretty brisk pace, and I'm aware.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. I'll be the one carrying all my bags like this and like freaking out, and then they're gonna fall out. That'll be me. But so I switched to like Instacart, and now
No, yeah, well,
Well, that's expensive.
yeah,
I got like a deal, and then I don't get charged delivery fees. Like I got like a deal of like $9.99 for the year, and then no delivery fees.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah, but like
yeah, but they still jack up the prices for every item by like 10%, 15%, something sometimes from what if you went to the store and bought it yourself.
wow,
They
Aldi
take
must be really
they
cheap
take a
then.
percent. Instacart takes a percentage. I know that. Like I got a some I don't know a couple months ago I got some coupon on Uber Eats for 40% off up to $30 on any order over $50 from the grocery store, and I used it and it was pretty great. But when you work it out, even after tip, it's basically exactly what you would have paid had you not had to pay for delivery or tip or anything or any tax.
Right, if
Right.
you just went there and bought it yourself.
But they still they if you go to the store and spend that stuff, like if you look at the receipt that the guy got versus the receipt that you get from them, the receipt that they have for the amount of food is like 15% cheaper than what the Instacart charges you before they add tax and everything. And then the
It-
tip that they add on is percentage wise after the tax has already been added. So they're
Right.
like double dipping on that part.
I mean, Aldi is pretty cheap, but I might go back to Trader Joe's because they did like a price hike thing where I ordered the stuff and then I got a notification after the food was picked up that the price that it was listed for went up, and I was like, "Wow!" Like, I was like, "What the hell? How could it go up in an hour?"
One time I used I wasn't I used Uber Eats, so they do the delivery. And I one time I ordered I was out of toilet paper and I fucking really needed toilet paper. So
How'd you go open the door?
I ordered a whole bunch of things. Yeah, so I ordered a whole bunch of other things because to make it to make it worth the while. And for some reason, the toilet paper that I wanted wasn't available, and they didn't hear back from me, so they didn't buy toilet paper. And I was like, no, that was like the one thing that I
That was
fucking
what you
needed.
wanted. You didn't
And I was like,
care
oh
that
well,
much.
it was it was from CVS, so at least it had a long receipt.
Oh! No, like I don't know. I seem to like always forget. Like I order the stuff while I'm on the subway, and then I seem to not always pay full attention, and I seem to forget like the key stuff, like the tofu, which I make all the meals with. So, guys, I'll show you an item. I'll describe an item. You guys are going to give it your best guess or your worst guess. So, the first thing we're going to start with is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo for sale in Williamsburg, and it's 1,787 square feet. What's it
1,700 square
selling?
feet.
Yes. And it's in Williamsburg. What's it selling for?
1.2.
Oh no, it's way more than that. We're looking at like probably 3.5. I'm gonna
All right.
I'm gonna go with 2.8. I'm gonna go 2.8.
You are close. It is 2.6 million, this place.
Oh, I was
Oh,
still
let's
over it.
get a duplex.
Yeah, but let me see what it says. 3-bed, 2-bath condo, 10-foot high ceilings, and a private balcony.
How big is the balcony?
I don't know. Big enough that we could have a comedy show on it. No. Features laundry on it.
I mean, you
Well,
know,
with
I
some
gotta. I
comedy
mean,
shows are so poorly,
I got a big deck.
they throw you off if you bomb. You get thrown off the balcony.
2.6, huh?
Yeah, that's a lot to pay because it's still an
Um,
apartment.
What part of Williamsburg?
It was, let me see, do they say
right on, probably on,
130? It is at 138 Broadway. So that's South Williamsburg, kind of.
that's not even near the water.
Nah, Broadway, nah.
That's by the train.
I don't like that part because it's like a little bit loud there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, yeah, to have to pay almost 3 million to live in that part of William. Ugh.
But the
But
train's right there.
I mean, that's true. That's nice. I don't know. Williamsburg, I don't know. I don't think I would pay for that, even if I could afford it. But you guys, we can all pull together. We'll
Yeah,
get like
we could
100.
chip in. We could chip in for a month's rent.
You know, based on what Mom Donnie's going to do, you know, he's the city might seize that property and, you know, chop it up for low income housing.
I mean, it's hard to know if he'll be able to execute that, but I mean,
As a homeowner, I hope not.
you own your home?
I do.
Oh, I thought you rented.
No, I own.
Oh, so you're afraid you don't want him invading and being like, by the way, you got to get out so some poor people can move in. But what was I going to say? Must be nice to own, though, or no?
It is nice
Now,
to own.
It comes
now
with
we,
you know, it comes with its own set of challenges beyond renting. You know, it's a different beast. But you know, yeah, it is nice.
well, the repairs are now your responsibility.
Yes.
You can't beg the super and be like, by the way, you got to fix this. But you could just let all the repairs go and just, live in a broken down house as well.
Well, no, I got a guy for a lot of things. You know,
I got a guy. He's the same guy with the beef or a different guy?
I got a different. Oh no, different guy. Oh no, the beef guy is not. You know, he
He's
helps.
not,
He doesn't help unclog the toilets. I'll tell you that.
he's not handy. He's not handy.
Yeah,
Does he even have-
he works a different crank.
So now we move to Chelsea West Village area.
Oh,
And there is like a fast food kind of place.
it's 170 square feet. Also 2.6 million.
Yes. You can get a chicken slider meal deal where you get a chicken sandwich, fries, and a soda. How much is that?
$22.50.
I'm gonna
And
go
Jordan, what do you think?
a chicken slider.
Yeah, chicken slider plus you get fries and a soda.
I'm gonna go.
Just one slider?
Just one slider, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go $12.99.
It is $9.99.
$9.99.
You
That's
know,
why I was scared to go in there. I'm like, that seems a little.
normally when you get a slider, you get 3 of them, not just
It
one
looks like
slider.
there's only one in the picture.
What's
But
the
yeah,
name of what's the name of the place?
It's called, what was it called? No, I don't know if I have the name. It is Chicken and Snack is what it was called.
$9.99. Look at that.
But now I want to try it, but I don't know. There's got to be something wrong with it if it's that low.
Well, it's a slider, so it's small. You'll still be hungry. You have to buy chips.
It came with the chips and the soda, but still.
Have you ever been to like Restaurant Depot or one of those places where they actually sell all the stuff? Like I've been to those places where you can buy like these. It's probably like a pre-frozen chicken patty
Right.
that they bought a package of 100 of
Yep.
Yeah.
for like, 30, like $25. And so it cost them each slider cost them a quarter.
So they're really they're still raking it in then.
Yep.
You've been to Restaurant Depot?
Of course.
Does your family have a restaurant
My
or?
friend, I have a friend that has a restaurant, and I've run a couple. My family runs an event every year, and we use his. We're able to. Um, he sponsors. They sponsor our event.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they.
This time I'm going to let Jordan bid first so I can get an idea.
Right? All right, we got to make it harder. All right, there is a special at a 7-Eleven
Ooh.
where you can get 4 of those evil monster energy drinks for how much?
4.
Yeah, 4 of them, and they're the 16-ounce ones. How much
Jeez.
can you get 4 of them for?
$6.
And Jose, what do you
I'm
think?
going to say $9.
You are right on the money, Jose. It's $9 for the monster shots, but I don't like Monster as much.
I don't drink any of those.
You don't, or you do?
I do not.
They can really give you a heart attack. Like they can make you shake as well, but I think they speed up your metabolism. So
Yeah, what's that
anything.
movie? Did you see that movie, Role Models, with Paul Rudd and Sean William Scott? They're like selling the monster. It's a version of Monster. It's called Minotaur, and they're driving around and they like are all hopped up on it, and they go crazy in front of kids because they're
No,
like talking about it in front of in like elementary schools.
I
no,
did not see that movie.
Oh, you should. It's actually a pretty good movie. It's got some
I
great
haven't,
stuff in it.
but I've gone pretty crazy. I've gone pretty crazy by taking too many energy shots or too much coffee.
Role Models.
I don't even like Red Bull.
Role Models is a fun movie. I recommend it. It's got some fun shit in it.
All right.
Role Models. This is
Yeah.
good.
It's got a great theory about I don't want to give any of it away. It's good. It's got good boob theory.
A good boob theory. Okay.
Yeah.
Theories on boobs?
Yeah.
All right. So guys, this weekend, like I said, I went up to Boston because I like to torture myself, and I stayed in like kind of a rinky dink hotel, but not an awful one. And on a Saturday night, how much was that hotel?
What part of Boston was it in?
I was just going to ask that. What part of Boston was
It
this?
was Midtown. It was close to Back Bay.
Close to Back Bay. But so it was like close to a lot of what neighborhood in New York City would you compare it to?
It's probably like Midtown. It was close to like Mass Avenue and Commonwealth Avenue, the main drag. I would say it's like Midtown.
Okay. On a Saturday night?
Yeah, Saturday night.
$193.
And Jose, what do you think?
I'm going to say it's Saturday night right after New Year's and nobody's around. I'm going to say $95.
It was 92.
92.
Oh, damn. By $3.
Was my goal, but you know something? Just, I don't know. They got to do better. Like, they only had like muffins, orange juice, and coffee out. They didn't like.
Oh, it's a
have a real-
continental breakfast, not a real breakfast.
No, they don't. It wasn't anything. It was just, like I said, these prepackaged muffins.
Not even a banana.
No bananas. There were green apples though, but
Yeah, because green apples last a long time.
Yes.
yeah, they're probably from a month ago that they bought them.
So do green bananas.
And soda green bananas. I have some. I got them at Costco.
They probably did too, this place. I know, but the deposit, you have to put a deposit down. The deposit was $100. That's more than what the room costs.
It's
But
crazy.
it's always so deceitful because they're like, oh, it's only this much, and sometimes it's like $300 deposit and
Yeah,
stuff.
and do not drink the water. The bottled
Don't.
water. Don't drink the bottled water on the
Right.
counter.
Are you gonna get charged for
Oh,
it?
absolutely. They'll charge you like $9. Yeah,
Yeah, that bottle is minimum $5.
yeah.
But
And
it's
don't,
like a trick because they don't have a sign or
that's
anything.
right.
No, they
And
have
do
a
not.
sign. They have a sign that says like, thank you for staying with us. And at the on the in the very small print it says like drinking this water is $5.
And do
Yeah,
not
yeah,
use
yeah.
the bar, the room bar, the little bar with the little bottles.
Yeah.
They charge you as soon as you move the bottle, whether you drink
Yeah,
it or not.
exactly. It's weight sensitive.
Yep.
Wow.
You got to do some fucking, Indiana Jones shit. Like,
Move the folder.
gotta, fill a smaller bottle, of similar size with water and, no.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna get charged because I think I messed up the Keurig. I think I'm gonna be getting a bill
Oh
soon.
no, not the Keurig.
They had like a Keurig and I think I forgot to put the water in and then,
Did you burn it out? Oh no.
but it didn't burn up. But would I get charged? Will they see that there's one less of the packets?
Oh yeah.
Am I gonna get charged? What am I gonna get?
You charge for the Keurig whether you drank it or not. You take it out of the package.
So what's it like $10 for the tea or so for the tea
I don't
bag?
know. What would you pay for a Starbucks?
Starbucks, it's like now like $5. Any drinks at Starbucks are $5 and up. There's no way to be under $5 at Starbucks. Now we go to the Upper East Side. It's a Mexican restaurant,
How far up?
like the 70s, the high
Okay.
70s. They have a lobster taco. You get 3 tacos per order. How much is the lobster taco?
What's the name of the restaurant?
I don't it no, you know what? It's a diner that I got it from.
It's a diner.
Yeah.
Lobster tacos.
That
20
doesn't seem to fit.
$21.99.
I'm gonna say $36.
It is 28.
28.
It seems a little weird now that you think about it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Here's what
You know-
what part of the lobster they use in the shell?
Where and like it's like they buy one lobster a day, and if they don't sell it, somebody gets to take it home. I don't know. Like there's no way that they like you don't. I don't order seafood at a diner. Do you?
You
It's like
wouldn't
it's like
No.
that scene in Tommy Boy when he orders the shrimp, scampi or whatever. What does he order? He orders like the shrimp, some shrimp dish, and it looks like they get food poisoning from it because
like
it's
rubber.
yeah, you don't order that shit at a diner.
And another
Yeah.
thing, do not buy calamari on the street.
don't.
Do not. I was at the
Right.
San Gennaro festival once, and we ordered the calamari. What are the street vendors? Like rubber bands.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Well, because it's been sitting there a while.
Yeah, even if they refry it.
Yeah.
See, I'm bad at this stuff. I have no common sense. So this is good education for me. So now we take you back to Massachusetts. There is a 2-bed, 2-bath condo, and it's in a suburb of Boston called Framingham, and it's almost 1,300 square feet.
And this is you're looking for the sale price?
Yes, it's a sale price.
Framingham.
And it looks like kind of nice place. It's got a pool, a gym, a game room, storage.
It's a condo, not a co-op, right? I would
Correct,
say
it's a condo.
$265 and a $650 maintenance fee.
And Jordan, what do you think?
I'm gonna go higher than that. I would think about like 350.
410.
Oh,
And I think that's a bit of a ripoff. I don't think Framingham is like the nicest place.
Yeah, and what's the maintenance on it?
Does it say the maintenance?
Or the
No,
or the
they
real
don't.
or the real estate taxes. That
Let
shit
me
matters.
Yeah, because that's how they get you. It looks like it's affordable. MLS. Wait, let me look. 1,500. Here, wait.
Wow.
That's. I mean, that's a lot to have to pay. Like, what chance does anyone have of? I'm gonna see what the
No,
maintenance.
Jordan would have to sell his spot to be able to buy that one.
How long have you owned the home, Jordan?
I've been here about 13 years,
Oh wow.
I think. I
So
kind of got lucky.
you,
I kind of got lucky with this place. I bought it at the very bottom of the market, so I got pretty lucky.
yeah, because now I think it would be a lot. You're. Where does it say?
No, I've definitely, if there's one good thing that's happened to me in the last 5-10 years, it's the equity I've built in my apartment.
Yep. I bought one back in 2000, mine in 2014, and I got it right at the bottom too, right when it was.
Yeah, I have 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms. I have a balcony.
Oh, nice. I don't have all that. I got a good view of the city.
I got a washer and dryer in my apartment.
Oh,
I
that's
got-
nice. Very nice.
That's huge, though, to
you
have
know.
that. That's a big.
And
help.
what part of Brooklyn?
I'm in Lefferts Gardens, like Crown Heights, just south of Crown Heights.
Yep.
On
I
the
mean,
east side,
that's a nice
east side of
neighborhood.
Prospect Park.
Okay.
So I mean, the whole thing about New York City also really is that you're often paying either for the apartment or for the neighborhood.
Right.
And when I bought, I paid for the apartment. So I got a
Not
great
the
apartment.
and the neighborhood changed.
And no, the neighborhood is stayed somewhat consistent. I guess it's a very Caribbean neighborhood. It's a
Yep.
little Caribbean. They got the Jamaican bakery or Allen's Bakery right around the corner for me that I can smell like at 4 a.m. Sometimes when I come home, it's really fragrant. It's nice. It's still maintained a lot of its identity because it's it's always been a Caribbean neighborhood. It's very family oriented.
So you do the Labor Day, you do the parade in Eastern Parkway?
I mean, I know what areas not to go to. I actually lived over before I lived here. I lived on Prospect Place between Classen and Franklin. So
Okay. I know it.
I was right up the block from a lot of that stuff. And I actually had a party. I had my housewarming party when I moved into that place on the same weekend as the parade.
As the carnival.
So, a lot of my, and that was like, before there was anything going on Franklin Avenue. When I first moved to that neighborhood, Franklin Park didn't even exist. It was the only bar was 95 South. I don't know if you know that bar on Franklin Avenue.
No, so now it's Franklin Avenue. Yeah, Franklin Avenue used to be treacherous 50 years ago.
Yeah, it was pretty. The funny thing, I lived I lived right across the street from the Franklin Avenue shuttle.
Yep.
Which,
Yeah, I know where that is.
runs back and forth between 4 stops. And I read a story that sometime in the late 80s, or early 90s, they considered shutting it down because not a lot of people used it yet. But they couldn't because it only ran between 4 stops and it didn't have a lot of traffic on it. It was the most on-time train on the whole schedule by such a point, by so much that it lowered the entire percentage of the entire system.
That's right. It kept it. Yeah.
And I think it became, it's to me, that's still one of the only trains that connects people that want to get around Brooklyn.
Well, especially if you want to go to Coney Island from East New York. We took the A train to Franklin Avenue and then took the shuttle across to catch the D train to get to Coney Island.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
In the movie Ghost, if you ever watch the movie Ghost, the bad guy that kills them, they call him Prospect Place Willie.
Prospect Place Willie, yeah.
And he lived on Prospect Place. The address number that they give for him is wrong, but he lives on the same block that I lived on. He lives right underneath the Franklin Avenue shuttle on Prospect Place, the Prospect Place stop. It's the Park Place stop of the.
He was that was Rick Aviles, the comic,
Rick Aviles,
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Comedian Rick Aviles.
Yep.
If you watch the scene where he dies, if you watch his death scene, there are 2. It's such a jarring like CGI shot that they put in there because it's right underneath the track for the Franklin Avenue shuttle as it goes by, and there are 2 trains going by next to each other, but there's only one track.
That's right. So you couldn't have 2 trains going back.
Couldn't have 2 trains. They had to digitally put in 2 trains going by, and they made it a longer train than it was because it's only 2 cars. But still, If you watch Ghost, Prospect Place,
I'll
Willie
have to, next time I watch it, I'll have to make,
lives right there on Prospect Place.
Nice. So, guys, now we're going by Grand Central. There's a restaurant in Grand Central Station, and it's, obviously a nice place. Wait, where'd it go? Okay. How much are they have? Yeah, wait, where is it?
I'm blown away by the preparation you put into this, by the way. It's really
3 courses. They have a 3-course meal, and it's a price fix. How
Oh,
much
so-
is
okay.
that 3-course meal?
is it during restaurant week, which is,
No,
just
just regular.
okay.
And you
Good.
get like soup, salad, a meat dish. And
What
then
kind,
dessert.
what's the choices of meat?
The choices of meat are chicken, salmon, trout, beef, steak, lamb, and duck are your
What-
choices.
Lamb and duck.
What's the name of the restaurant?
It is called, wait, where is it? Yeah, here. Yeah, but that is, people could look it up. Yeah, wait.
No, I'm not going to look it up, but I'm just curious. Sometimes
Where
I,
is it?
See if it sounds French, French or diner type.
It was, I think, Brasserie. It was a Brasserie.
Oh,
It was a French
Brasserie.
term of phrase.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say
Grand Brasserie it was, yeah.
prefix 55.75.
And
gonna-
Jordan, what do you
I'm going to
think?
go just a little lower. I'm going to go 48.
It is 65.
65. Okay, well,
65. It's the lamb chops get you every time.
right,
But
right.
like, I don't
And
know.
the duck. The duck.
The duck is,
You cannot have the duck. You can have the
I
chicken.
like duck. I've had duck before. But that's a lot to pay. I don't know. Obviously, for the people who eat there, it isn't. But I never pay it. All right, now we will return to Boston.
These brasseries, brasserie balls, I tell you, putting those kinds of prices on there, huh?
And that's prefix. That's not off
Yeah.
the menu.
That's a
That's
You're
not
prefix.
right. If you
menu.
order it
Exactly.
off the menu, it's going to be worse.
Yeah.
All right, now, have you guys ever? What's the most you guys have ever spent on like a meal?
Oh, well, that I'm not even sure I'm willing to disclose that.
Thousands? No, like
on what kind of a meal are we talking? Like just for myself?
yeah, just for yourself. If you're going to get yourself a nice dinner, not a date.
Just by myself. I don't know. Actually, I haven't spent that much on myself when I'm just going out by myself.
So you're
I
more
might-
like
I might have spent 70 or 80 bucks just to eat alone.
Yeah, I probably in that range as well.
Yeah, just, it
I mean,
depends.
that's not terrible. Was it
Yeah.
good? Was it a good meal?
It was worth it. It was worth the trip too. I had to go. I went out to Bayonne, New Jersey to have a paella and a couple of drinks. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
because
was
that's
worth
like
it.
an exotic and special kind of food. It's
Yeah.
not like just a hamburger.
Right.
Would you guys spend more if it was like a date and someone you really liked? Then would you?
So a date is something different. I might have spent 250 or 300 on a date.
But then that's for the two of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
And it's
sounds
probably you
good.
probably spend longer at the restaurant too. It's probably a more. It's probably
Yeah, it's a
more-
long right.
An
more-
experience.
much more of an experience than just the meal by itself, because you're with a person and you're sharing that experience. So you're, savoring the meal a little bit longer. You're probably taking advantage of all of the dessert, maybe having wine. There's a lot of
Right. Appetizer, wine,
Yeah.
dessert. That
Yeah,
part
because you
cheap
want
after
the date
dinner.
to last, hopefully. So you get to spend more because there's more. Yeah, you want it to go on. It's not just you going in, let's get my burger and then I'm out of here. Like
Right.
you want, if you like the date. If you don't like the date, then that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
If you
then it's
spend all that
cheap.
money. What?
Then it'll be a cheap date. Excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I'm out of here.
I mean, I've gone out to eat with a buddy of mine where the two of us, put down some couple of drinks and a steak, and we order some sides, and it comes out to like $300, $400.
Oh yeah, yeah,
sometimes.
but that's it. You're talking about a good steakhouse, right? And Blue
Yeah.
Wing. Yeah, yeah.
And so, like, if I'm out with a buddy of mine, like, it's pretty easy for for me to spend like, $100, $200, if I haven't seen my buddy in a while and we're fucking, doing it right,
Yep.
you go to dinner, you get at a nice steakhouse, you order a steak for two, you get all the different sides, you get the dessert,
Yep.
you have like, 3 or 4 bourbons a piece. It's, it all adds up.
Yeah.
You split it on your cards, and next thing you know, it's like, fuck, gonna be eating chicken for the rest of the month. But
You don't be eating any duck, no lobster rolls or lobster tacos.
yeah, looks like I'm having dinner with my parents. Well, a lot this month.
That's the best thing about the winter break, though. You go home and like, you don't have to pay for stuff for a week if you go home for like a break.
Well, my parents live on 11th Street, so I go home.
Yeah,
You
well,
can
that's
go home
what's that?
quite often for a meal.
Bushwick or Manhattan?
No, they live in Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah, so I go and I had dinner with them tonight.
Yeah, so you can get your share. It's easy for you to get your share of like free meals with them.
And my mom's a hell of a cook as well.
Is she watching?
Probably not. But she is a hell of a cook. She's made. I think I'm a decent cook because of her.
Good.
Yeah, you learn. My dad was one of he could cook almost anything, like the recipes from like the New York Times.
Yeah.
He could do like very complex and, food from all different cultures. But like, that's why I wasn't inspired to cook, because I'm like, no matter what, it's not going to be like him.
My brother was a classically trained, pastry chef. So
Oh, nice.
Really?
went to the Culinary Institute of America, CIA. So get.
And what does he do? What does he do now?
He passed away 24 years ago.
Sorry to hear that.
No
sorry to hear
longer with us, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. My condolences.
Yeah.
But
like
my
it's
family has a
always-
foundation in his memory, the Russell Ferber Foundation, and we have a full 2-year scholarship in his name at the Culinary Institute of America.
Very nice.
Through another nonprofit called CCAP, and we have an endowed scholarship directly at the CIA as well. So we've put a lot of kids through
Through culinary
the
school.
program. Yeah, one of our scholars is currently the one of the head pastry chefs at City Field.
Nice.
Wow.
One of our other chefs, worked with Daniel Boulud, and is I forget where he's working at now, but our chefs are working in some of the top kitchens in New York, and a bunch of them,
Nice.
a couple of them have started their own businesses. One of them's has a cookie business. One of them has a cake making business. And one of them runs his family's restaurant in New Jersey, but they have a number of spots around, and he's got a big family, so he runs their restaurant in New Jersey. But we got to. I always say that my brother died and life didn't handed us lemons, and instead of just making lemonade, we made lemon bundt cake and
There you go.
lemon
Yes.
meringue,
Lemon meringue. Yep.
lemon cookies and lemon
And
cello.
Send us the names. We'll go to some of these
Pay
places.
it forward, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So now we're going to the Upper West Side, and you pretend you've got this big family, and you're going to buy a 5-bed, 3.5-bed co-op. How
5
much
bed,
is that going
3.5.
to cost you?
5 bed, 3.5 bath co-op on the Upper West Side.
Yeah,
How far uptown?
in the 80s on West End, if that helps anything.
6.2.
I was gonna go just a little lower, but that sounds probably about right. I was gonna say like 5.8.
It is 5.4 million, and the maintenance is over $11,000.
So closer to 6.2 with the
Can
maintenance.
you imagine paying that in maintenance?
The marvelous Mrs. Maisel lives in one of those.
Yeah, but remember,
Yeah, with her
the
parents.
university owned it, and then when her father got fired, they had to move into like a tiny place.
Yeah.
That sucked. I actually, the actor who plays Joel Maisel, Mike Zegan, I taught his niece and nephew tennis.
Tennis, look at that.
He's great.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest flex. Well, no, is it? Harry Morgan, who was in MASH, I taught his granddaughter as well. That's the best connection I have. But you can't let on that you know this stuff about people. Like, of course I
Oh, it's a
Google
good thing we're not
everything.
live streaming this out to people then
Yeah.
publicly.
And look, these people
Well,
are watching it.
there's at least 3 people watching, right?
They're
So-
definitely watching Maisel. Yeah.
If you haven't seen the Maisel show, you should definitely at least watch the pilot. Watch the
Oh
pilot
no,
on
I watched a
repeat.
couple of seasons. Yeah, it was
Yeah, I am briefly in the pilot.
You're in the
Okay.
and
pilot?
I still get residuals. So
Good for you.
just
Watch
watch
the
the pilot
pilot,
all
too.
over.
Yeah,
Watch
go
the
buy the
pilot as often as
DVD.
you want.
I'm gonna buy the DVD set so you can get another 12 cents.
Yes, I'm very briefly in the pilot, and I tell people I appear about 2 minutes before she takes her top off. So
There you go. So they're always watching, and then they have to rewind.
I know how to pick out the key moments.
Wait,
It's
so
me
what
and then
was your
tits.
role in it?
What?
What was your role in it?
I'm a communist party goer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, now we head to Chelsea, and we're gonna go to a nice sit down Chinese restaurant. How much is the orange peel chicken?
$29.99.
$22.50.
$19.99.
Okay.
Guess this place
That's the
has
combo.
rats. They've got rats. This place.
They got rats.
Yeah, how much are
Probably, if
those?
that's an extra.
$6.99. I'll go $6.99 on the rats.
Raspberry rats. We got raspberry rats.
What kind of sauce?
You can get your pet.
It's on their diet menu. You see it. You're not hungry anymore.
That's it.
That's actually a good plan. All right, now we go to Cobble Hill, and there's a nail spa. In case you guys start to care about
Oh.
that stuff.
Wow.
A
And
nail
you-
spa. A nail spa.
There's a nail spa in Cobble Hill,
Okay.
and you can get a pedicure for how much? Plus a 10-minute? No.
And a 10-minute
just the
massage?
pedicure.
Oh, I want the 10-minute massage.
Okay, so the pedicure and the 10-minute massage, how much is that? They have a package deal.
Oy.
You can get a pedicure and a 10-minute massage.
$40.
I'm gonna
And
say $85.
Jordan is right on the money. It's $40.
Well, that's where he goes. No fair. He can go there with his shopping cart.
Yeah, right.
And the rats,
I want my toes to look good on the walk back, right?
for the rats.
For the rats, yeah.
Let me see. All right. We'll do a gas one. But do you guys drive or you
I
don't
do.
drive?
I drive.
You drive, right? Because you live on Staten Island, so you
Yeah.
have to. Yeah. All right. Now we say, all right. Okay, near me there is a Gulf gas station.
But where
and I
where
live
is
in,
where do
I
you
live
live?
in Kew Gardens, Queens. So
Okay.
there's a Gulf gas station. How much is a gallon of regular gas?
Wait. Is it on a main strip? What street is it on?
It is on the Union Turnpike. So good
Mm.
question. A pretty major road.
Union Turnpike. Is it regular or high test?
Regular.
Okay. $3.79.
This is 89, 91, or 93.
It
87.
Octane 87. One of those. Irregular. Okay. What did he say?
I think I said 379. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go 419 999999999.
6 and a red 6.
Yeah.
it is $2.86.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. 286.
Wow.
Yeah. Gas
All right.
is at least.
Well,
But it
thanks,
was
Obama.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Biden. But
Yeah.
thanks somebody, right? I wouldn't have thought that. Even in Jersey, well, Jersey's comparable to New York now, but
You
it's
know-
still, You know,
You know,
for
it's a trick question. It's been closed since 2008.
if you can go to BJ's and get it for like in Jersey for like 267 maybe. I wouldn't have thought that low though, but that's why I said cute Union Turnpike. That's
Yeah, it's a pretty major road because it's
yeah.
like, all right, now we'll do a flight. Let's say want to go to
Is the game
Denver.
making you tired already?
You want to go
I
to
don't know
Denver?
how. I'm always. It's a crazy story, but had I didn't. I kind of slept at a bus station from Friday going into Saturday. Like I was supposed to be in this show, and then they said they didn't have room for me in New Haven.
Wow.
And so then I was supposed to stay with a family friend, but then she flaked out and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave early in the morning and just wait at the bus station. But that was a bad idea. I should and then I stayed Saturday at that 92 a night hotel. But I should have just forked over the $100 to stay somewhere in, New Haven and
Yep.
said fuck it. But like I said, all right, let's say I'm going to Denver and I'm gonna go next week for um a week. How much is that gonna cost? Wait, let's see.
You're talking about the airfare?
The airfare to Denver, yeah. It's all right.
Next week.
Yeah, I'm going next week. A direct flight. How much is that gonna be?
Out of which airport?
Round trip.
Which airport?
Round trip direct going from LGA. LaGuardia.
LGA, that's about 550.
I'm gonna go 385.
301.
Wow. Nobody's going to Denver these days.
I guess not. I don't know what's wrong with Denver that you wouldn't want to go.
No, it's
Well,
this time of year, the first week of January, first couple
yeah,
weeks of January. Nobody goes anywhere.
So you can get some better deals then.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good time to go, yeah.
You know,
Well, restaurant
my birthday's coming up January 16th, and I always say, middle of January is the worst time to have a birthday because nobody comes out and parties with you in the middle of January.
because nobody's got money and it said no.
Right.
It's
Everyone I know
true,
is
you're
either
looking
broke.
at your.
Everyone I know is either broke or on some sort of cleanse.
It's true. It does suck. You got to just pretend your birthday's at another time because everyone looks at their credit card statement. They're like, "Holy shit!" I
I don't
can't.
know. I just pretend I don't age.
That's all.
That's always another good plan. So you're still 29.
Exactly.
You're forever 29. Well, everyone's comedy age is 29, right?
Is
It's
it?
You're
like
always
39.
anything more than 29 in comedy is considered ancient.
Well,
I think
you just don't want to be part of the 27 club. I think that's really what it comes down to.
the 27 Club.
Yeah, there's a lot of big celebrities who have died at the age of 27.
And
Oh,
and 57.
57, is that right?
Yeah, 57. Gregory Hines, a bunch of people at 57.
Oh, well, of course, Heinz. It's
Yeah.
it's like hit the 57 on the side of the Heinz bottle.
50, yeah, Gregory Hines,
When you hit the
57.
57, it all comes apart.
we're 57. We better watch out. Now we
57.
go.
I missed it
to-
already.
Right, this is still Midtown East, and it's like a little niche grocery store in Grand Central, and they're selling these mini fruit preserves. It's called Mini Murray's Fruit Preserves Mini Jams. How much are they?
How many ounces?
Yeah, exactly. How many ounces?
4 ounce.
4
4
ounces?
ounces. Yeah, they're tiny.
$8.99.
And Jose, what do you think?
11.99.
They're $2.49.
$2.49.
Yeah, they must be poison.
It must not be real fruit.
4 ounces
No.
must be like a very small amount of gummies.
Yeah. Do gummies really help? Like help you relax?
I mean, I'm relaxed just knowing that I have some.
Even if you don't need it? I gotta get some gummies. Everything bothers me. The smallest things. All right, now we go to Dumbo, and there's a taqueria. They have like a happy hour till 7. How much is a frozen margarita there?
What's it called?
A
It's
taqueria, I
called
mean, that's
El
a place where they make
Gallo
tacos.
Taqueria.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Taqueria.
say $10.
I'm gonna say $12.99.
$9 for the frozen margarita.
Okay.
That's because it's frozen in a machine with the cheap
Oh
stuff.
yeah, right.
Oh. But Dumbo, it's gotten expensive of late, Dumbo. All right, let's do a rental because rentals are more what people can relate to. Here, let me see. All right, this is where I want to live. All right, in Carroll Gardens, there is a studio, and obviously it has a bathroom in it. And they don't give a square foot. How much is this studio renting for in Carroll Gardens?
1,800.
And
What?
Jose, what do you think?
2,400.
It is 24.25.
Okay, wow.
It doesn't look so bad, actually. I don't know. That's not terrible. I've seen studios that are like 4,000, even 5,000. Where is it? It's right. It's right by the train, though, so you're gonna hear the train all night. So that's why it's probably less.
When I
But
was looking at apartments, I looked at an apartment that overlooked the BQE, and I told the lady, I'm like, oh, I don't think I could live right above the highway. She goes, oh, well, it's it's a highway though, so it's like so constant. It'll be like living next to a babbling brook.
I used to live near an L train, right? And in the first couple of weeks, you hear it. After a while, you just zone it out. You don't
Oh,
hear
yeah.
the trains coming anymore. You zone it.
Well, no, it's like that scene in the Blues Brothers. Like, how often does that train go by? So often
What?
you won't even notice it.
What train?
They're like, but that's where it gets. They have another apartment that's a 2 bedroom and it has 5 rooms, and that's 7,500 for 2 bedrooms. But I don't want to say this, but that's like kind of a deal. Like on the Upper West Side, 2 bedrooms could be as much as 10,000 or more.
Hey,
So
Jordan, did you do Gladys's shows?
Yes.
That's where we know each other from.
Okay.
you
good.
guys
Yes.
know it. See,
We do. We've
reunited.
worked Gladys's shows, the
Yeah.
early shows that she does, and some of the pro shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of Gladys's shows.
I've known
Yeah.
Gladys a long time. I remember when I worked with Gladys when I used to do her shows when she had the Hamburger Harry's in Times Square.
Yep. I never did Hamburger Harry's, but we did some stuff at the Doubletree Guest Suites with Janice Mazzetti
Oh, I love
Way-
Janice.
way
Janice is my
back-
favorite. I love
way
Janice.
back in the day. Yep.
Where was the DoubleTree? It was.
It was
you did a show
on
in the
Broadway in
hotel?
Midtown, Broadway. Yeah, the theater district.
Right.
So you guys have been doing comedy a really long time, or no? How
Yeah.
long have you guys been doing comedy?
A long time.
Oh,
Like more
really
than
long
10
time.
years?
Yeah.
Yes.
15?
Yeah.
Yes.
20?
Yes.
Yeah.
More than 20.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow! So you guys are real. I only been doing it 7 years.
And if you can believe it, the amount of money that you make hasn't changed.
Since
And you still got to pay for bringers.
Yeah.
But did they still had bringers back? Like when you guys started, there were bringers.
Now, in the beginning, when I started in the 80s, the first time they had Catch a Rising Star and the comic strip and the improv. You didn't have to do bringers. You had to go, the improv was Sunday night. You had to go get a number at 6:00 and then come back at 9 for the show. The catch was you had to come on a Monday, stay there all day, but you got on that night. with they would pick five comics off the list, and you'd get 5 minutes on a regular show.
Yeah.
That seems good.
Yeah,
you know?
and the cat. I mean, a comic strip still does lotteries, right? But you get a lottery now, and in 6 months from now, you get to do an
Yeah, it's an
audition spot.
audition.
Yeah.
Well,
You get to-
I started in 2001. I did a couple of open mics, and then I did a bringer at the Strip. And then I ended up doing a bunch of bringers. Like there was a guy who used to do a bringer. He used to run bringers at the Cellar,
Yep.
every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I used to do one of those a week. I would do Wednesday and Thursday. You had to bring 3 people. Friday you had to bring 5.
And who is the guy booking that?
He does not really do comedy anymore. Greg something.
Oh, okay.
But I would bring one person, and he would put me on first.
There you go.
and then give you
Because I was
less
because
time.
I never shit the bed. So I was lucky that I was good. I had some decent jokes anyway at the top.
Yep.
And and I always wanted to do comedy, so I was whatever. But I did a lot of bar shows and whatnot. And then I would do bringers whenever I needed to make a tape.
Right. Caroline's had the
That's
best tapes.
that's always like a strategy. You do a bringer show to get a better tape, but
Yep.
I think I did Gladys's show because someone recommended it.
I
And
did
it was a
Gladys's show because
blizzard.
Gladys lived in the same building as my grandmother. Gladys and my grandmother were really good friends. And my grandmother would be like, "Oh, you got to meet Gladys. Gladys been doing comedy a long time." So I finally met Gladys, and
sounds like-
so
Everybody's Jewish grandmother. You
Right,
gotta
yeah.
meet Gladys.
you have to meet my friend Gladys. She's so funny. She's so funny.
So they said that Gladys was gonna mentor you in it, so I wanted to go to it because they said she gives you feedback. And it was a blizzard, but I was like, I'm gonna go anyway. And I stayed with a friend who lived like across the street from the comic strip. And then when I went there, I went up and I don't think I did too well. And then because I was very new at it. And then afterwards, Gladys just said, nice figure. And that was it. It's like, well, I could have walked past the construction workers to know that. But people said that if she doesn't, that if she doesn't give a lot of feedback, that she liked it or whatever. I don't know, or that she thinks that that's a barometer of success or whatever.
Well, the thing about anybody like that too is like, they have to see you a few times really before they get a sense of what it is, what you're about and what you do. And if you've ever been in those rooms too, like I can't tell you the number of times where Gladys has told me Gladys or anybody else, anybody that you think is going to watch you, you're doing your acting, you're watching them in the back of the room, not watching you, so
Right,
it's like,
right.
Yeah.
so, all that stuff is kind of like, you got to take it with a grain of salt to begin with. And I always feel like, who cares about whether or not this person is watching me or not? I just got to go up and do my stuff for the people that are watching. And if I'm doing well enough, the person that I'm trying to get to watch will pay attention and people are
Right.
enjoying it. And so they'll
Right.
start watching.
Absolutely. Yep.
And then I think this guy like assists her or whatever. There's a guy that like helps her out running things.
Oh yeah. She's got a
Right.
bunch of people that help her out.
And he went on the stage, and then I think I hit on him when he was on the stage. This guy who has like red hair.
Yeah.
He's no longer there.
Yeah. She let me do her when I stopped. I haven't gone in a while, but I know that she used to not charge me to do her open mic. I didn't get a drink ticket, but she didn't
Right,
charge me.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. She charges people to do it.
Well,
And
that's
then
how a
she
lot of the
might
open
not
mics are,
put you up.
even back in the day, it was always like you pay $5, but you'd get like a drink, you'd get a free beer with it,
Yep.
So
mean,
it's like
then that's not
enforcing a one
bad.
drink minimum.
But some places, I mean, it's not bad if you get the drink, because if you're going to go to a bar with friends to hang out that night instead, you'd probably get a drink.
Of course.
But, all right, so we'll do one last one, guys.
All right.
All right. So there's a tennis club in Brooklyn Heights, and you have to like get sponsored to become a member. And there are some relatively famous people that are members there. So it's pretty upscale. What is the initiation fee that you have to pay at the beginning just to join? How much is it to join?
$5,000.
And Jose, what do you think?
1,500.
It is 35,000 that you have to
Wow.
come up with.
Do you have to be good at tennis?
No.
There you go.
And then it's like $5,000 every year.
You don't have to be good at tennis, but you have to be able to take a lot of backhanded compliments.
I might as well join the. I gotta join the. I gotta go join the Friars Club. I think it's cheaper.
Friars Club is underwater. You know, they're done.
Yeah, they're done. Yeah, they're going bankrupt. I think, right?
Yeah,
Did you guys ever
I owe them about
perform there?
$3,500. I think.
You owe them, right?
Yeah,
Well, then that's good. You're gonna get out of that.
I didn't embezzle, but you know, it turns out I didn't pay for those meatballs.
Well, you know, it happens. All those 100-year-old comics are not. You know, they're not living to be 101.
Right. Well,
But
the
I
club,
mean, they
you
can-
know, the club had a hard time staying relevant.
Did you guys ever perform there?
Oh yeah, I was a member and I performed there a bunch of times.
I did not, but I went with my friend Sandy a few times. She was a member, so we
I
went
used
there
to
to
say,
eat.
but performing there was always a trip. It was hard to tell which smiles were genuine and which ones were permanent.
Hey, there's Soupy Sales. Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
But if you become a member, what are some things you get from it?
You would get access to other people in the industry that you might not otherwise have an opportunity to see in passing or whatever. Like
Fair enough.
it was a great, you know, ideally you'd be sponsored by somebody that would know somebody, and so you'd be able to make introductions. I got introduced to a couple of people. I met the owner of Catch a Rising Star, Craig. Craig, whatever. He hooked me up with some people, and I ended up getting some road work out of because of it. And I did some shows there. I lost some money in their weekly poker game. I met some people. I got my hair cut there for like $60. You get to pee next to old men who aren't ashamed to show you their balls.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's hobnobbing with the goober smoochers, right? That's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you had to spend X amount of dollars a month, right? You had to.
And in addition to your yearly dues, you had to spend like about they expected you to spend like $200 to $300 a month at the club.
Yeah.
Which wasn't particularly difficult if you ate there a couple times and drank there at all. You know, it was a good place to take somebody for lunch. They had a cafe night on Thursdays, so you could go on Thursday nights, and they had live music, and sometimes they had other entertainment. They had all sorts of different events there.
I had the venison.
Yeah,
Was it good?
Yeah, it was all right.
there was a
But
big.
yeah, a lot
there
of
was
clubs are the same.
they used to do a monthly comics lunch that I would go to every now and again. Like it was Bob Greenberg and
I know, Bob. Yeah.
who was there? It was also who's dead now, Max, Max something. But it was also like, who else would be at those things? Corey Kahaney
Yeah.
and Sheba Mason. My friend Tracy Jane was there when she was in New York.
So it was good networking. But I think it's standard for a lot of clubs that you have to spend a certain amount.
And
of
probably
money.
what's her
That
name?
tennis club
Sandy
is-
Ellers. That's who you're
Yeah,
talking about.
that's what I'm
She
talking about.
is
Sandy
very
Ellers.
funny.
Yeah, she was there a lot too.
Yeah, she was a member. She took a.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, she was a member there also. I just ran into Bob. I ran into him on the bus recently.
Yeah, we do some shows over at Pangea and stuff on occasion. I see him
Yeah.
often.
So guys, do
Good
you
dude.
have any tips for the world out there on inflation and how you can deal with it better?
Well,
Don't throw away the circulars. Look at the circulars, right? They come in the mail. You see them all the time. You want steak? Find the $7.99 T-bone if you can. You know.
That's my brother-in-law. He's always searching every single circular there is, and he'll go to 5 different grocery stores.
If you're in an area that has them all, like you mentioned, Aldi before and Walmart's and
Yeah.
some of those, you know, you got to know what you're looking for and what you're willing to spend. So if you travel around and it's in the same area, you can save by looking at the circulars. Especially now, it's the can sale. You know,
And
ShopRite.
Jordan, do you have any tips?
I mean, I don't. It's not something that I do, but I know that people talk about how sometimes the best way to, stretch your dollars is to buy in bulk and do the meal prep things where you freeze everything, and so then you have everything like ready to go, and you don't, if you don't deviate from that too much, you've got all of your, stuff ready to go. But I smoke too much pot. I'd eat too much of it. I wouldn't, not a lot of it would survive the freezing process.
But it's like then there's no spontaneity. You
Huh?
can't be like, oh, today I feel like doing this. Like, you're going to be eating the same thing over and over again.
I mean, I don't know if this saves money, but this is a life hack that I enjoy doing. And whenever I make cookies, I'll make a double amount of the dough, so I can wrap half of it up, put that in my freezer, and then I have homemade cookie dough ready to go at any time. So
Right.
I'm only ever 10 minutes away from having fresh baked cookies whenever I want, and that way I can actually control how many cookies I eat. Because if I make 6 cookies, I will eat 6 cookies. But if I only make 3 cookies, I'll only eat 3 cookies.
But you make pretty big cookies.
I mean, you gotta be careful about the sizing as well. It depends on how you want to, rationalize to yourself how much of the cookie dough you end up eating.
I only had one cookie.
That's happened to me too, where they all merged into one when they were baking somehow.
Right.
But I would just eat the cookie dough raw. I'd eat the whole thing.
It's like when you get the one big nacho. Yeah, I mean, it's the cheese. That's one nacho.
One nacho, just one.
Why not? But do you guys have any jokes on inflation?
Have I not done any jokes on inflation yet?
They've all been on inflation. I do not have any jokes on inflation.
It's not something to joke about.
I mean, listen, if I have to stand here and pump my jokes up, then I got bigger problems.
Now, do you guys have anything you want to promote? Maybe Maisel's listening and he'll come to a show.
I'm actually doing something on the Upper West Side this Saturday with an old friend of mine that I haven't seen in a while named Steve Solis. I forget the name of the place offhand, but I'll post it. I'll send you a link to it this Saturday night at 7 p.m. Upper West Side.
Nice. My old hood.
Yeah, well, you can catch me this weekend at the Comedy Village on West 44th Street. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Good for you.
And should be good times. And
the Comedy Village, didn't that used to be downtown?
It was originally downtown in the Village, but when
that was that Al Martin's room back then?
It was PJ Landers.
Oh, PJ Landers, right? Okay,
yeah,
I know PJ.
Room. Mm-hmm. And when he ran the Comedy Village downtown, which he took over the space that had been the Boston Comedy Club.
Downtown. Okay.
Yep. And then that building got sold, and so he got pushed out, and he ultimately just reopened about a year and a half ago on West 44th Street.
West 44. What's the address? It's the Comedy Village on West 44th. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
352 West 44th Street. It's
way on the west side.
A couple of doors down from the Players Club and from Don Giovanni's, which is what used to be the original Improv.
Right. Yeah.
44th Street.
We used to do Haas together.
Just over 9th Avenue.
We used to do Haas together, the open mic, back probably around 2004 or 2005, way back then.
Yeah.
PJ Landers. Yep. I'm gonna have to go check them out one day.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, guys, you have been amazing guests. This has been another episode of The Inflation Game. If anyone watching wants to be a guest or sponsor, you can hit me up, Esme4 on Facebook. Guys, this has been another episode. Don't spend too much and have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good work with you.